Assalamualaikum and hello IBIT to Madam. My name is Siti Adlina Ziati binti alias with a metric number 277990. Now I will present about introduction, methodology and the position of Mortar Sinho Park. Forest fire are an event where the area covered with bush, trees, leaves and grass produce deformation due to burning that occurs due to natural factor. In this study, we are being given data set to identify more about the forest fire at Mortar Sinho Park. Meteorological factor might influence forest fire, the area and the measurement. The objective of the study are to identify the position of Mortar Sinho Park, to analyze the meteorological condition, to identify the total burn area in a day and month, to measure the burn area of the forest fire using index or system. First and foremost, the study was conducted based on descriptive statistics in nature. For the data collection, two methods can be applied in this research, which is primary and secondary. We use the secondary data through published material and industrial or individual sources to save our time, cost, and energy for our study. Besides, for the method of data analysis, we use a nominal scale for the qualitative data for the measurement scale, while for the quantitative data, we use interval and ratio scale. Based on figure and tables 3.1.1, we can see that the highest frequency of X and Y axis is 30 and 52 located at 4th position. It indicates that the area of number 4 was the place where forest fire event frequently happened. The mean for both axes is 16.667 and 18.75, while the standard deviation for this coordinate is 8.6458 and 17.838. In addition, the median for x-axis is located at 5th and for the y-axis located in the middle of 4th and 5th position. Furthermore, the mode for both coordinate is 4 and 0, while the first quartile 2.5 and 2.25. The third quartile for x and y axis are 7.5 and 6.75. The skewness of both coordinate was the right skews because the mean was the largest value.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Anis Farzana binti Sharudin. My matrix number is 278132. I'm here to present about data analysis and result for data set 3, which is forest fires. The first one is to measure temperature in Celsius degrees. From the histogram, we can see the highest frequency is 57 with a temperature of 17 Celsius to 20.9 Celsius. Meanwhile, the lowest frequency is only at 1. Moreover, the mean is 17.8587. The standard deviation is 4.7562. Besides, quarter 1 is 15.1250 and quarter 3 is 21.1500. Mode for above data is 20.5. Median for above data is 19.4474. Thus, this histogram is left squid. Secondly, is about measuring relative humidity in percentage. From the histogram, we can see that the highest frequency is 46 with a relative humidity of 31% to 40%. Meanwhile, the lowest frequency is only at 2. Moreover, the mean is 42.3467. The standard deviation is 15.8838. Besides, quarter 1 is 32 and quarter 3 is 48. Mode for above data is 39. Median for above data is 40. Thus, this histogram is right squid. Thirdly, it's about measuring wind speed in kilometers per hour. From the histogram, we can see that the wind speeds of 4 kilometers per hour to 5.9 kilometers per hour recorded the highest total frequency of 64 frequencies with the percentage of 42.7. The mean is 4.0927. The standard deviation is 1.6771. Besides, quarter 1 is 2.7 and quarter 3 is 5.4. Mode for above data is 5.400. Median for above data is 4. Thus, this histogram is left squid. Next, we're measuring outside rain in millimeters or square meters. From the histogram, the rainfall measurement that dropped by 0.1 millimeters had the largest total frequency of the entire dataset at 99.3%. The mean is 0.0013. The standard deviation is 0.0163. Hence, the values of the mean, median, and mode are all the same, so we can conclude that this is the symmetrical histogram. The last one is about measuring the burn area of the forest in hectares. The highest frequency is 138 with 0 to 0.29 hectares at 9.2%. The mean is 0.0593. The standard deviation is 0.2138. Hence, the values of the mean, median, and mode are all the same, so we can conclude that this is a symmetrical histogram.
Assalamualaikum and hi. I am Wan Nurlidia Raihan binti Razali alias Wan Rosli. My number matric is 280947. This bar chart provides information about the frequency of forest fires in a week from Monday to Sunday. The highest frequency of forest fires is on Sunday. Mean for the forest fires in a week is 21.43, while the median is 24. Then the mode is 26 because it occurs with the highest frequency. Quartile 1 and quartile 3 for these bar charts are 15 and 26. Overall, this data is skewed to the left. The value for standard deviation is 5.9966. Next, this bar chart provides information about the frequency of forest fires in a month from January to December. The first 3 months, there were upward trends. Then, on April, May, and June, the frequency decreased gradually, and suddenly the frequency rose quickly on August. However, the chart reached highest frequency on September. Mean for the forest fires in a month is 12.5. The median for this bar chart is 2.5, which it is acceptable because it lies between 0 to 52. This data has two modes, or we call it as bimodal, which the values are 0 and 1. The quartile 1 is 0.25, while the quartile 3 is 25.75. The shape of this data is right skewed. Meanwhile, the standard deviation is 17.9838.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Rohayu binti Husni Hidayat with matrix number 280794. I will present data analysis of FFMC, DMC, DC, and ISI of forest fire. First bar chart is for fine field moisture cut FFMC. From the graph, the highest frequency is 83 with the value range of FFMC 91 to 94.9. Meanwhile, the lowest frequency is 1. From the FFMC data, the mean is 90.34 and the standard deviation is 4.35. The quartile 1 and quartile 3 is 89.7 and 92.5. Besides, the mode from the data is 92.21 and the median is 91.4. This histogram is left skewed. Second graph is for the dove moisture cut. From the chart, highest frequency is at 90% to 37.9% with 26 frequency. Meanwhile, the lowest is 7th with 18.9%. From the above data, the mean is 83.42, standard deviation is 42.52, and the median is 86.65. Besides, quartile 1 is 44.4 and quartile 3 is 102.3. Mode for the data is 32.32 and the distribution is approximately symmetry. Next, the draft code chart. From the histogram, the highest frequency is 62 with rate 665 to 759.9. The lowest frequency is 1 at the rate 190 to 284.9. From the DC data, the mean is 492.94 and the standard deviation is 262.92. The mode is 695.21. From the data also, quartile 1 is 103.8 and quartile 3 is 691.8. The data distribution is approximately symmetry. Lastly is the initial spread index chart. From the graph, we can see that the highest frequency is 75 at rate 7.9. The lowest frequency is 1 with rates 56 to 63.9. Furthermore, from the ISI data, the mean is 8.77 and the standard deviation is 5.56. The mode is 7.05 and the median is 7.8. Besides, the quartile 1 is 6.3 and the quartile 3 is 10.2. The histogram is right skewed.
Conclusion: it is vital to understand the ways of forest fires in mountains in Ho Park are measured, identified and analysed because forest fire can cause great harm to the floras and faunas. The temperature is the most important factors which can worsen the meteorological conditions if the temperature is too high. Lastly, we must acknowledge the damaging effects and ways to cope forest fires in order to prevent further damage to the park. Thank you.